Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I need my glasses for this one. I just want to reassure my colleagues on the other side of the aisle that environmental protection spending is not down, it's up. It does not all come from the same sources that it used to come from. It now comes from the Oil and Gas Lease Fund and from Act 13, the Marcellus Shale Impact Fee. As a result, we are going to be spending more money on environmental protection this year than we spent last year, and more state money than we spent under Governor Rendell. That's true of the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, as well as the Department of Environmental Protection. More money for the environment, not less, in this year's budget. And I just want you to feel reassured about that, because that's very important to me. And I wouldn't be supporting this budget if I had any worries at all that the Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources weren't fully funded. I am also pleased to say that the Marcellus Shale Impact Fee Fund is providing money for trails, open space, parks, and other recreational amenities, even in the Southeast, where there is not a single well, as well as providing money in the areas where there are wells. So you need not have any concerns that either DEP or DCNR are shorted in this budget. They're doing fine. I was also more than a little puzzled to hear concerns about education and state spending for education in Montgomery County. Every single district in Montgomery County gets a modest increase in educational spending. Every single one. In addition to that, the general fund shows a $30 million increase in state spending for education for my neighboring school district, Philadelphia. And that is not all of the money that the Philadelphia School District will get. Because our funding formula actually gives more money to needier school districts, as it should, Philadelphia gets a great deal more aid per student than any of the districts in Montgomery County, and that continues this year in this budget. There is extra money for every school district in the Commonwealth, every school district in Montgomery County, and even for the Philadelphia schools. So I don't want you to be concerned about that, and I'll be supporting the budget for this reason. I was hopeful that we would also include money for transportation, and I voted for a transportation package in the Transportation Committee to get it to the floor. But there are other members on the floor who will not vote for that, and I find that to be a shame. But I don't want you to think that this general fund budget has any problems either for the environment, the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, or for our schools, including the Philadelphia schools. The Commonwealth's children are well served by this budget. Finally, I want to remind my colleagues that because we are a balanced budget state, we're not Congress, we don't print money, and we're not allowed to deficit spend. This terrible economy has reduced the revenues that we are dealing with. And we have done a pretty good job, I think, of balancing our lowered revenues as a result of people losing their jobs and not being able to find other jobs. We have less income taxes and other taxes, but we're doing the best we can with our reduced circumstances, and it's a pretty good budget effort overall. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.